Yo, yo, yo. What is good, everyone? Coming at you again with another banger chapter of Jojolands. Well, here's hoping. Not that any chapter has been really bad at all, but I'm just excited. See, we got some viewers here. My guy Noah Bryan's in the chat saying hi from Toronto. Look at that. JoJo's international. It's bringing the whole world together. An American guy and a Canadian guy. I was going to say Canadese. Canadese what? Anyway, an American guy, Canadian guy are reading this Japanese thing. That just shows a story. And it's about an American people in Hawaii, written by a Japanese guy. It's so sick. And I did see earlier today, I did not watch the trailer, but I saw Abakio get announced for All-Star Battle. That's pretty gas. Did not expect that. I literally even said, like, I don't know how they would really make that work, but I mean, seems like the obvious pick because he's a main character. So I'm excited to give that a watch later. Oh, see, we got a lot more people in the chat. G Slime, Sway Shocks, my guy Pib, and a Parkour and Prankster. You know, Pib even got the Persona 5 PFP. You know, we always play the music in the background. Alright. I say we get into it. Jojolands, Chapter 7. We also got the cover of Ultra Jump this month. It looks pretty fresh. They're all squatted up. And now that it's in English, I can actually read it. A money-making story starting in Hawaii. Volume 1, now on sale, with great fanfare. Very true. I know many people have bought it even though they can't read a single lick of Japanese. So, people are excited. Alright. This is by Hiwa Matanobu. Very excited. Very excited to give this a read. So, let's get right into it. Alright. The Jojolands Jungle Warfare, Part 2. And this is where we get that new, like, JoJo emblem logo thing. So, that's pretty cool. We're actually seeing it, like, right at the start. And it says, you know, it's a Nonagon, part 9, obviously. So that's pretty neat as well. Just really get into the theming. Maybe that'll be some sort of through line. Not entirely sure. He does, like, shapes and, like, concepts like that, so I can see it. And it says the points are connecting with lines, and we get this shot of an active volcano. So that's pretty crazy. Again, sort of depicting like, hey look, JoJo pointing at the volcano because he's the one who's gonna make a big change. Alright, and we're straight back into the action, of course. Stand attack. What is the cat's goal? A cat is attacking us? Why? What would it do that for? Has it been watching us since back at Kishibe Rohan's villa? Back at the pool, I got the impression that this cat had nothing to do with Rohan. Could it really be going after the diamond? Alright, now, my guy Usagi, obviously, he's not really my guy because he ditched him. You get a bunch of the weird strings floating around, so there's like this inescapable barrier that's being set up. Dragona and Paco are still like stuck together through like their arms, so that's pretty bad as well. What in the world is it trying to achieve by attacking us like this? It's totally possible it's just trying to eat. Yep, all the blood and the string. Paco is screaming. Damn it, the floating wires. They're coming at us from behind the bushes. JoJo, break off the branch you're hanging from. You. And Dragona is struggling. Struggling right now. We can't free your ankle from that wire. Use the raindrops to break the branch. JoJo's like, I can't reach the branch. The branch is outside my range. It's too high up. This is another sick panel of November Rain. Being a very menacing, spider-like thing. Awesome. 7 meters. There's no way the cat took the distance to the branch into account when it launched this attack, right? Damn it, there's no way to defend ourselves. We gotta get up against the trunk. Move! Don't move from beneath me. Stay there. Alright, I didn't skip anything. That wire wrapped around your ankle, Jodio. So he, like... How... So Paco, like, had a pair of scissors, like, in his mouth? That's crazy. He just pulls it out. The only thing that could get close enough to cut it is the hustle. So he just pulls scissors out of nowhere. Dragona, get moving. Okay, so... Oh! He moves towards the tree and climbs the tree with his back? Oh, that's so nasty. That's so nasty. Okay. Sheesh, fine. I'll cut the wire off your ankle first. Wobble around to get closer to me, would ya? This is wild. This panel. This is weird. I really like it. Okay. And the wires are seemingly going up the tree now? I can't tell entirely. And the cat is now on top of the branch that Jodio is hanging from. As we see on the top right of this double page. It's not, and then it just basically instantly appears. Paco and Jodio are looking up there shook. Oh, it's actually multiple cats. It's all three. Alright, all three of the cats are just here now. This is a pretty sick looking page, by the way. The shading looks great. I really, really like this. The cat, it climbed up the tree. You're kidding me, right? How the hell many of them are there? They're looking at our distances. They know what our ranges are. Okay. Now the cat is sort of... One of them, at least, is like sort of twisting its tail around like that. They're all twisting their tail around. Okay. Okay. So the cat's tails are where the strings come from. Interesting. We finally get the confirmation. Because they're shaking it around. And then it's all coming out. The fur. These things, are they even cats? Hell, are they even animals at all? Oh, that's going to fuel so many, like... rock animal things. Oh my god. Oh no. It's not from the side. They're not coming at us horizontally from upwind. They don't need to ride on the wind. They're attacking vertically now. This panel is sick. With the cat right here, with the fur. Like, ugh. It's so cool. And so now it's like the different sort of strings from each of the cats are like fusing together. And their eyes look very imposing. I really like the way Araki's drawn the eyes of these animals. Crap, 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 crap. They're coming at us from on top of the tree, Baco. So, the fur from those tails are the wires, huh? Now, this is wild, bro. This is why I love JoJo. It's like, yeah, we get this super imposing fight with cats. Cats and their plastic wires. Alright, let me check the chat really quick. Parkour Prankster asks, what do you think of the official colors? I'll take a look at that after. And then they also say, I always pictured Usagi being blonde. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I kind of like the... See, I could picture him being blonde as well. I could picture that. Mental note, cats are always going to have savage or deadly stand abilities. I mean, yeah, stray cat. Now this cat. So you're on the money there. And the hustle just pulled a sticky fingers. Oh, definitely. Definitely. With the zipping up the, like the wall. Noah Bryan says, if Part 9 ever gets animated, I just know that the hustle is going to gross me out with the animation and sounds. Oh, God. Imagine if it's, like, all fleshy. Like, obviously it's going to look fleshy, but if it's, like a weird, like something like that. I can't do that noise very well, but that would be crazy. Just saw you were live by chance. Loved the JoJo and One Piece readings. Thank you, Mr. Olivine. I appreciate you for that positive message. Parkorn Prankster again says, getting Boom Boom Family / the rat fight. The rat? That's a peak JoJo fight. Peak. Yeah, definitely rat vibes. And then 2 new people just joined the chat. Lois Rabies and John K. Appreciate you guys for joining. I have a gross theory now I will not divulge. I was imagining some squelching. And Dragona is sus in the panel with Paco with scissors in his mouth. Okay, I'll look at that again once we finish the chapter. And where am I reading this on? I'm on Manga Dex, and you can definitely see. I think it's the only English translation so far on this site. So that's where you can give it a read. All right, but back to this. We're not even halfway through, which is awesome. And now the cats are shooting all the wires down, and they're getting completely tied up. This is a bad scene. This is a bad scene. So let's see how this continues. Okay, this looks insane. So Jodio is like wrapped up like a piñata now. Paco's throat is getting slit. I don't know if I need to put the warning on. This is a pretty grotesque panel. I know for the first chapter I definitely put a warning in case. Maybe I'll put the filter up right now. Oh no. Maybe I'll put the filter up a bit. You know, maybe it's like, uh-oh. Oh, guys. But Paco's throat is getting slit. And so he's using the scissors to cut, you know, all the wires around his face. He's profusely bleeding. Dragona tries to use Smooth Operator to get the wires off, but it's too tight. Paco's eye is literally bulging out of his face. Okay, this is nasty. This is pretty nasty. The scissors just broke. But I think the string that's hanging Jodio, like the piñata, like I said, is like moving side to side. Dragona's like dying, as well as Paco. So they're just unconscious now. They're just out. Alright, this, I can take the filter off. It's not nearly as bad as it was before. As I do that, I see this panel. Dragona and Paco just, like, dead, basically. Jodo uses his powers, and we get this pretty awesome call-out, November Rain, and we get the sort of, like, triangle symbol that Araki loves to do. Okay, so he like changed direction. Like he was hanging like this, and now he's like whoop, and that's pretty creative. Let me see. We get this pretty cool, you know, like I said, the angled shot, and it looks like bullets. Obviously, people are gonna be like, "Steel ball run." It's like Go Beyond. You know, it's gonna be something like that, and this could definitely lead to that. So that's intriguing. And he's shooting at the cats, shooting at the tree. One of them, I think, is out of here. One of them, I think, is out of here. Yeah, one's out. One is out for sure. The wires went limp. One cat's worth at least. Okay, so they are working together, obviously. But we're getting a lot of sort of, I don't know. This is interesting. The fact that it's sort of like, alright, if one of them is gone, it gets weaker and weaker and weaker. So it's sort of like a combination stand thing. And I think the Boom Boom family is definitely, that's a pretty good on the nose comparison right there. One cat's worth at least. And then we come back to Jodio. Probably shooting still. Okay. This is a crazy panel. This is a crazy... This... I didn't expect this at all. This looks nuts. I love this. Oh my god, this is crazy. I really like this panel. I really like this. It's like, it's so grotesque. Like, I love it. I don't know. I feel like this is one of my favorite JoJo panels. Like, completely seriously. Like, this is nasty. But, like, not, like, gory nasty. It's just, like, I don't know. I really like it. And the cats are screaming. They start turning into, like, demonic creatures. And it looks like they're almost fusing together in a weird way. Like, the plastic whatevers, you know, they're fusing together. And JoJo has a very shook expression. So, you know what that means. They're probably going to turn into some type of, like, weird thing. Alright, they don't. Okay, they're just setting up this super huge thing. Okay. Paco's screaming. What the frickin' hell? Two of the cat's bodies are changing shape. One cat's worth of wires went slack, though. Dragona, get to the cleft of the tree. And Dragona can't even talk. They're still coming. We gotta hide ourselves. And JoJo's gonna attack again. But how are they gonna counterattack? You know what I mean? I'm really liking this. I feel like they're trying to set up like a barrier kind of thing. With all the different wires or whatever. But let's see. Oh. Alright, they just shoot out like a net that captures all of them. This is crazy. Yeah, all of them at once. Yeah, that is pretty wild. They made a net, and look, you see all the like lines pushing into the muscle. That's so crazy. And it gets all of them at once, which is, you know, these cats are pretty galactic brain. These cats are pretty galactic brain. It's really strong. Yeah, this chapter is very, very gory. Very gory. JoJo. Oh, damn it. Alright, and obviously in our lowest time, I see a car coming. And now, obviously a huge theory has been if this is, Usagi's the traitor, or he's actually not a traitor, or if he is a traitor, it'll be later, whatever. You guys have probably heard this all before. Now, if Usagi's the one in the car, which is very, very, very likely, obviously he's not a traitor. But imagine it's not. Imagine. It's like Rohan or something. That'd be crazy. Oh, damn it. The car is blitzing through the jungle. It crashes right into the tree with the cats, freeing our heroes because they're so shook by the car. So they all fall down off the tree. And one of them hits the tree pretty hard. I don't know if that's going to like knock it out or whatever, but that's pretty interesting if it does. They went limp. Well, the rental car. Oh yeah, it's Usagi. What is this? What is this panel? You see it right there in the bottom right. He's just like peeking around like. Hi guys. Hey guys, what's good? You guys dealing with these cats yet? You done dealing with them? I don't know. That's crazy though. So shouts to Usagi. He came through. He came through. He's doing like a weird peace sign. Hey there. You, Usagi. You came back. This is a hyper dramatic Paco panel. The one cat looks really, really like weak right now. I think Paco's crying as well. I think he's crying. What do you want? Pick something and say it. The mate kudasai will turn into a fake one of it. You sure you want a net, right? Not like the internet, like a net for catching these things and beating the crap out of them. Go ahead and say what you want to capture them in a net. I do like, you can see all like the scratches too. Alright, now the cat's going to attack Usagi back up the tree. Are you out of your mind? Don't stand there, you're downwind. The cats are sneaking around you. Listen to me. You're getting the wrong idea, guys. Just so you know, I didn't decide to come back. I had an objective in mind. So I just went to the car for a bit. That's totally different from running away and then changing my mind. Got it? What is happening? What is happening? He's got a... What is happening right now? He got takeout. See these burgers I've got? We left them on a car seat in a paper bag. I bought them back at the airport shop, figuring I'd eat them later. They've got cheese and pineapple on them as toppings, but you know how normally a burger has a patty between two buns, right? I went to the car for those patties. And what did I find when I got there? These little guys had eaten them. So you see, I've already won. Wait, what? What? So you see, I've already won because I broke the patties apart and fed it to those cats before they went up that tree. You see, I was thinking real seriously about sticking some drugs into the patties and feeding them to them. But then I was like, you know, I gotta try this little experiment. Is this dude like a psychopath? This is crazy. So you see, it wasn't mixed with... It wasn't drugs I mixed into those patties. It was something worth a lot of money. What? I swiped some caviar from Rohan's fridge. Remember that? I stuck the caviar into the meat. Oh my god, I do remember that. Yo, this is wild. It was caviar, sturgeon eggs. Cats love that stuff, so they go straight for it. Look right here. You know how much a container of this stuff costs? It takes 20 years for a beluga sturgeon to reach adulthood. So just 40 grams of this stuff. And he's got the rock. He's got the rock. The other thing you've got in your hand. Is that the lava rock? And Dragona and Paco are very, very confused. Lava rock. And instead of attacking them, they're going right to the rock. You're kidding me. This can't be right, can it? The lava rock. They're being drawn to it. Come on, now say to the Matakudasai. Say you want the net. Ask for it. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm not sorry, really. This is just crazy. Like I'm in disbelief of what I'm reading. Say it, Dragona. I want the net. Okay. And so then the cats are, you know, morphing together and doing all that weird stuff again. But I can't fully tell what's happening. So Usagi lets go of the rock. They're attacking him still, and then out of nowhere, they're probably caught in a net. Oh no. Okay, I guess not. So they get off immediately because they're trying to, you know, get to the rock. What? Look, did you see that? It worked. I have no idea what the driving principle of this is, and it looked like it made their front paws slip, but there you have it. They went in the direction of the most valuable thing. These little guys are definitely making big bucks. Look. Are you looking? The lava rock. We even managed to catch 2 cats with that net. And they're all like, oh, never mind. The Matsukudasai is making it right there. I thought That was the cat making the noise. Alright. So they're caught in. I like this panel. This like long. I really like it. So Jodio is looking away, very concerned. You know? Well, for now. Yeah, for now. Oh, scary. Maybe these things are wild. The 24-karat diamond was just the beginning. And now we get my man, Rohan. Should go without saying, but do not speak a word about what you know about the lava rock to anyone. Keep it to just yourself. Can you trust those comrades of yours? I wouldn't, if I were in your place. This lava rock, is it from the island of Hawaii? Where did he find it? Rohan Sensei. I don't know what happened, but even if you don't want me to speak, if you don't want me speaking a word about it to anyone, it looks like something was watching you, even before we got to your villa in Hawaii. The lava rock carries a risk with it. This panel of Jodio looks clean, by the way. Clean. Super clean. Alright. That was awesome. By the way, by the time I last checked my viewers, they've like doubled completely. So hello to all the new people here. I appreciate you for stopping by and watching me ramble about Usagi drugging cats with caviar. That was no joke. The second he brought up, see these burgers I've got, I was literally like, what is happening? What am I reading right now? What am I reading? Okay. Let me read the chat. Where are you reading on? Okay, gonna catch up here. Can the hustle work like a parkour prankster? I'm not gonna finish that sentence, but I think you already know the answer. I think you just wanted me to say that, so I'm not gonna say that. I would assume Paco would have some resistance to the hustle. Yeah, Paco's like Luffy, you know? He's got all the bullets going through him and then they just pop out. Or all the wires, you know? So November Rain can be used like a gun. Yeah, that is definitely something that's going to be set up more and more and more. Like, November Rain right now is starting off like, you know, like I said, Steel Ball Run is a very obvious comparison. A very ranged attack, but a very weak user at the start. And it's going to probably evolve as the story continues, because Rocky loves that axe stand stuff, because they're awesome. Do the shots from November Rain penetrate through the cats? I don't think so. I don't think so. We haven't seen it go penetrate through like anyone yet, from what I know. Well, at least remember. One cat seems to be defeated or dead if the wires are limp now. Completely agree. Getting some classic JoJo vibes with those scary cat faces. I completely agree. I completely agree. It was very like cool to see something that's like so. It's so different, you know. Like, I really like it. Lucas, the rail feigning ferret, welcome to the stream. I've never seen you here before, so I appreciate you for stopping by. Excitedly says Annette, yeah, which that was super creative. I didn't expect that. I expected like a barrier or some type of. Oh, if it was a net, it would have been crazy if it like recoiled the shots too. The cat's ability reminds me of a combination of Stone Free and Love Deluxe. That's a great comparison. Great comparison. And 2 fire stands for 2 fire characters. Sagi's the GOAT. And Lois continues that by saying everyone loves him. NB Trash, welcome back to the stream. Says, hey Kev, finally made it to the stream. Sobbing emojis. It's all good. We always appreciate you coming through. No, Brian says, Usagi saying, hey there, while doing a wave over the car door is going to be a YouTube Shorts edit one day. Mark my words. When I saw that, I don't know if any of you guys know the show Chowder. It was like this Cartoon Network show. And there was this pretty, I don't know how big it was, but there's this character, he's like a pig, and he goes, hey there. It was like a big joke in my friend group, so that's the first thing I thought of. Yo, Winston, what's good? Welcome to the stream. Even with a stand ability that with massive limitations, he has balls. Yeah, Usagi definitely was very brave for what he was doing. This plot is so JoJo. Yeah, you exactly. Usagi beat the traitor allegations. Never doubted my boy for a second. I doubted him heavily. I mean, I wasn't like completely like, oh yeah, he's gotta be. It was just more an interesting idea than anything. But no, that was crazy. At this point, Usagi could literally be a normal civilian and still be the stand user. Hey, that's awesome. I always like characters like that, like Hayato, for another part 4 thing. Love characters like that. I gotta be honest, I don't know what Usagi or Araki are cooking with this chapter, but I'm here for it. Usagi quickly become one of my faves. Next chapter, finna be awesome. Ryan, welcome to the stream. I see you got this funny Sonic profile picture. Love to see it. One thing you never hear in JoJo is there's no time to explain. Yeah, there's always some elaborate, like absolutely unreal explanation. It's great. Yeah, man. O'Brien says, I'm also interested if there's any reason why Usagi wants Dragona to say it specifically. That is pretty interesting. That is pretty interesting. I wonder why Dragona has to be the one to say it. That is a very... You're on point there. That, like, it could have been Paco, right? And it could have been Jodio. It could have been them. But for some reason it's not. That's neat. That is a good point. Maybe it has something to do with Dragona asking for the camera earlier. And maybe it's like you have to have one person be the person who asks it for a specific time. Not entirely sure, obviously. Araki's having a great time drawing nature. The chapters are beautiful. I completely agree. I think that's the main reason he chose Hawaii as the setting. Like, he really just wanted to draw some, like, very nice scenery. I think that's why. Usagi gives me Poco Loco vibes. Limited ability, powerful user. That is a great comparison as well. Poco Loco is amazing. He's just a lucky fella. He's just a lucky fella. Listen, remember I Am a Rock? Oh, Lois, you know about the I Am a Rock? You know? That'd be crazy. That would be crazy. Fire chapter. I swear to God, Araki is cooking this month. Yeah, this was really enjoyable. It was obviously insane with the burgers. That was insane. Rock in the chat, which is another new name, says, are you going to review or sum up the chapter? So usually what I do is I do review type of stuff for like members videos, you know, stuff like that, because I feel like the reviews are relatively like point by point and rather just for me, in my opinion. I would rather, when I make videos talk about the chapters, I either want to highlight specific moments that I thought were especially interesting. Like, I probably will do one on this chapter because this is insane. The burgers. Like, he literally went to In-N-Out. I don't know if In-N-Out's on Hawaii, but whatever. He went to McDonald's. And I was like, oh yeah. So I went to McDonald's and then I put caviar in the McDonald's and I drugged these cats with caviar and it worked. Like, it's the most insane over the top thing. Like, not ever. One of them. It's one of the craziest JoJo like fight explanations ever. And it's just like, yep, it's over now. So I like doing stuff like that where it's more like me giving thoughts on specific topics rather than just going like point by point or whatever. But yeah, this chapter is definitely worthy of intrigue, especially because like the cats looked really cool. The gore was crazy. I did put up the filter earlier because I was like, oh nah, oh God, like he's already talking about the burgers. Yeah. Look at Dragona's sus panel with Paco. Araki had to do it on purpose. Oh yeah. What page was that? Because you mentioned that earlier. With the scissors in his mouth. Scissors in his mouth. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Oh my god. Is that what you're referring to? I feel like it's... I don't know. I don't really... Yeah, I don't really know what you're referring to. Yeah, I don't know what you're referring to. This panel was so good. I'm just gonna leave this up for a bit. Alright, let me go back down. I think this confirms that also that Usagi, just like Giorno, has that big brain knowledge. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Also, let me go back to page 1. Yeah, the fact that, like, this is another thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The way the arrow is pointing at the 5. It's like another, like, Jodio, the number 5, part 5. You know what I mean? Like, that could definitely be something. MB Trash says, Kev, I don't know if you saw, but the Jojolands got added to the JoJo Portal site, and there's a description of Jodio, but also November Rain, which state that it's Rain's gravity. Okay, hold up. If someone would be able to link that, I would definitely give it a look. Also, now this also makes me believe he has to have been in stand battles. Usagi? That would be crazy. Oh, you said Usagi. I thought you... Whatever. I thought you meant Jodio. And Jodio was like the Giorno parallel, but yeah. No, I get what you're saying. That was Usagi. Lois has to go, but says, great read, thank you. I appreciate you for stopping by. Hope to see you in future streams for the greatness that is Jojolands. California Penguin, welcome to the stream, says, it was really cool how the lava rock was the key to beating the cats. Yeah, I agree. It was definitely, like, I don't know. It's just really, they kind of switched their entire goal from the diamond to the rock out of nowhere. And it's very, I don't know, I'm very intrigued as to why. I'm curious what Usagi plans to do now that he knows the lava rock and its properties. Yeah, that's very interesting. The fact Usagi basically already knows exactly what this is and how it works and everything when no one else should know except Jodio. That was the whole point. Kind of setting up there, he knows more than he lets on. You know, not going to say he still might be a traitor, guys, but these are interesting points to think about. D3 Adventures, welcome to the stream, says, I learned how expensive caviar can get. The way I learned about caviar back in the day was from this episode of Victorious, where this one character, he literally eats a whole bowl of caviar, and I think they have to pay like $2,000. Oh my god, this show was so bad. This show was so bad. Oh my god. He ate a whole bowl of caviar. Insane. Insane. You know, In-N-Out in Hawaii. Yeah, I immediately like retracted that because I'm like, I know In-N-Out's like a West Coast thing, but I assume it's exclusively West Coast, like continental US. Not like all the way you know, all the way west, you know. We didn't see Usagi feed the cats or fill burgers with caviar, right? We just got the explanation. Yeah, we did. We just got the explanation. The explanation was just, yeah, just shown on screen. He's like, by the way, I got this caviar. But we did see him look in the fridge. We did actually see him look in the fridge. So I actually wanted to check that out, if I could. Where is it? Where is it? I think it was chapter 3. It might be 2 though. Yeah, see, Usagi's holding it right there. He's holding it right there on the top left. There he is. He went through the fridge. That could easily be another wine bottle though, but from a different angle. But I think that's what it's meant to be, the can. Are they going to interrogate cats like how Josuke did with Ojiro? That would be nuts. That would be actually nuts if the cats like talk or something. That would be crazy. Like what if Usagi's like, Dracona, ask me for a human to animal translator, and it just works because of how broken it is. Mr. Olivine and John K are Victorious stands in the chat saying, Victorious is great if you don't take it seriously. And what do you mean? I loved Victorious. No, don't get me wrong. I watched Victorious all the way through. It was very enjoyable. But watching it now, it is impossible. It is impossible to watch that now. Parkour Prankster says, what if the lava rock is kind of like Sugar Mountain, but albeit smaller? Or like how the stone masks had power unrelated to stands. It could be that. Just some like new, completely like unknown element in the world. You know, Araki's not foreign to doing that at all. I mean, we have ghosts, we have aliens, we have stone masks, we have like the Holy Corpse parts. Like, sure, Holy Corpse can give you a stand ability, but you get what I'm saying. Don't have In-N-Out in Washington. Oh wow, it's not even in Washington. So I definitely assumed it would have been there. Maybe it's literally just in California. Maybe literally. I kind of am curious. Locations. Maybe they have like an image chart for In-N-Out. Yeah, literally basically just California, Nevada, Arizona. There's 3 in Texas. Okay. I think Utah as well. That's kind of weird. I feel like they're, for how popular it is, you assume there would be more. You assume there would. Weird. Love kept not even trying to read the French. Yeah, I'm not gonna butcher that. I feel like I would pronounce it wrong, so I'm just not gonna try, to be honest. Kind of surprised Araki didn't say anything about the wildfires in Hawaii in the author's notes, since the part takes place there. MB Trash, what an amazing segue you just did. Because, in case you don't know, guys, we're going to be doing a charity stream tomorrow for the wildfires in Hawaii. So, if any of you guys want to help support, come through tomorrow. We're going to be talking JoJo. We're going to be talking, you know, I know it's not a One Piece stream, but we're probably going to be talking a lot about One Piece. We're just going to be talking about a bunch of different stuff, but it's all for a good cause. So if you could pull through, that would be greatly appreciated, because guess what? We're doing things for people who need help. So that'd be great. California Penguin says, I thought at first that Usagi was going to kill the cats by pulling the caviar out of them. Honestly, I kind of thought the same thing. I kind of thought the same thing. Like, I'm going to be completely honest. I was ready. I was so ready for it to be like some kind of magnetism or something. Because, like, you know how the diamond, like, rolled to the rock, right? They had that sort of connection. I thought maybe the cats were going to get, like, magnetically attracted to the rock. I mean, they did obviously change their sort of mindset. Their sort of mindset to go after it. But, I don't know. I expected something more gruesome. You know how Araki is with animals. This is just, like, a thing he does. And this is a gruesome chapter. Like, this was pretty gory. Let me pull up that one page and then immediately censor it again. Like this, Paco got destroyed here. He got destroyed. Like, this was messy. This was a messy, messy time. Yeah, but no, the action in this chapter is really cool. I think this fight will be very, very interesting to see in the anime when, I don't know, when I'm like 40 years old. Like, I don't know. This'll take forever, obviously. But yeah, really great fight, very creative choreography, very wild end game. Very wild. Like this caviar and the burgers and like, bro. I know JoJo can get wacky and weird, but like, come on, bro. The burgers. The burgers. Oh, natural lighting. So I decided to do this, right? As you see, the lighting is now completely changed because guess what? I have a second monitor, so I can kind of tell what's going on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm trying to do something more community focused for these streams, and as you may or may not know, I do have a Discord, which I will link in just a second, and I have this section called JoJo Manga. So what I would like, if you guys would like to do, obviously, you could put some questions in the chat or in there or whatever, and you know, we could just talk that talk or whatever. I did thoroughly enjoy this chapter. Am I gonna say it's the best one? Still no, of course. My man Kishibe Rohan, he was in this chapter, he was, but he wasn't that relevant. He's constantly relevant, but he needs to be more relevant, you know? But like, in all seriousness, this was a great chapter. It was really, really great. Got a lot of awesome moments, and this insanity. Like, next chapter probably is the end of this fight, so it's probably not jungle warfare anymore, but this was an enjoyable fight. I thought it would have been longer, I really did, but it was short and sweet and good. If this is the end, obviously the cats could somehow claw their way out of the net or whatever, you know how it is. But good fight overall. Was short and sweet and enjoyable, like I said. Sway putting in the wodas. You know what's up. Parkour Prankster says, I have a theory on how Josuke could be included. What if Josuke finds out he has a strange family in Hawaii, visits like how Jotaro did in part 4? That would be interesting, but I think Josuke wouldn't care. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think Josuke would care, because the entire end of the story is like, I don't need my old family, I need my new family, especially because of you know, Josefumi's mom. You know, that was a very impactful point. So I think he is more focused on himself rather than anything else. Body horror in JoJo is seriously underrated. Araki especially made it shine in this chapter. See, for me, body horror makes me squirm and feel disgusted, so I'm not a big fan. But no, it was like, I literally put the warning up. I was like, uh-oh, I don't want to look at that. No, I did, obviously, but I mean, it definitely, it raises the impact. Like when Paco's eye almost popped out of his head, I'm like, okay. From the cat fight? Literally? The first fight? Are your eyes popping out of your head? Crazy. Yo, Meowbot hops in the stream, says, just got done reading yet another fire chapter. Love to see it. Also, Dragona is slowly becoming one of my favorite Joe bros. You're spitting, because Dragona's the best one. You're cooking. You're cooking. People are saying Usagi this, Paco that. No, Dragona's been there the whole time. Dragona is the day one. If anyone's a member, please put the Dragona emote in chat right now, please. Dragona is the day one. Dragona's the best one. Parkour and Prankster continues, and maybe Josuke is visiting for Holly, potentially to find a potential organ donor compatible, and that ends up being Jodio's mom. Now that is way more interesting than the family thing, in my opinion, because it shows it's the family he cares about. Holly, we know that that he cares about her. So there's that through line. Like, he's ready for the people he does care about, but if it's someone he doesn't know, why would he care? Sway says, I haven't fully read it, but it's nice to have another chapter. I was expecting the burger ramblings. Yeah, every stream has to be a food stream. Every single one. My guy Desnes hops in. Hey Kev, what's up? When's your charity stream tomorrow, EST? It's going to start at 3 p.m. EST. So basically in exactly 24 hours. In exactly 24 hours. So that's awesome. I feel like the fact that it was short was a very good thing, especially since there was a lot going on. Completely agree. You know, as someone who was reading JoJolion monthly for 5 years, maybe even 6, if I'm really thinking correctly, because I started reading JoJolion freshman year of high school or sophomore year of high school. I'm not entirely sure. But I started reading during the... And we're back. And we're back. I saw that. I saw that immediately. We're good to go now. I saw that. Do you think we're going to get any part 8 or 7 characters or references this part? If so, how do you think it's going to come out? I definitely think a part 8 character is possible. I definitely do. And we're already getting, more likely than not, a part 7 reference. I mean, we already saw the family tree as well, so that alone is, you know, a reference. Hopefully the thing is connected again. I see it says successfully connected. Noah Bryan sent another message, so we should be good to go. We should be good to go. This is lagging, though. This is lagging. D3 Adventure says, speaking of burger ramblings, if y'all come towards the Seattle, Washington area, go to Dick's Drive-In. Okay, might just check it out. Smooth Operators is so cool. It is. It is so cool. And it has cute little frog dudes, you know? What is the loss in that? Where's the negative? Where's the negative? Okay, we should be good to go. We should be good to go. Here we go. Let me get to the pages. Okay, we should be good to go. Going relatively slow. Why'd it have to go on this page? Of all pages, why this one? Why this one? This is like the worst page it could have been. Okay. Yeah, we need to not look at that anymore. That was not it. Here we go. Do we have the family tree? There we go. Yeah, like George Joestar, Joseph Joestar. Joseph Joestar was obviously in part 8, for those who don't know. Sorry, but you're on a part 9 thing. You should probably read part 8. Despite being younger than me canonically, Dragona's my hero. You're spitting. Dragona is fire. Desna says, I'd love to raid your stream after mine and leave some money. Can you unlock stream being rated? Basically, I could throw my viewers to another stream. Oh yeah, that would be awesome, man. I'll message you after the stream, and then we can get that set up for sure. Parker Prankster says, what Jodio was explaining mechanisms. He mentions how even we don't obey the power called law in this town. Trust keeps one safe. Usagi and his power might represent trust. That's interesting, because it's like Usagi probably trusts Dragona, and that's the only reason it works. That's pretty interesting. I like that a lot. The whole gang so far is really enjoyable to see, really. I agree. Like, I feel like every character so far is just really fun. Like, Paco's like the brash, like, I don't like any of you character. He's very dismissive. He's very negative, which is cool. But he's also, like, constantly afraid all the time. Like, he's the first person to complain, but he's also the first person to get horrified at any situation. Which is a funny dichotomy with that. Jodio and Usagi are both very like intellectual and intelligent, but Usagi is very extroverted, while Jodio is very introverted, which is very cool. It's like another dichotomy thing, but with two characters instead of just one, with two very disparaging personality traits. And Dragona is very much the emotional core of the group, because Dragona is constantly trying to make sure things go the way they're supposed to go, while also having the familial connection to Jodio, making Dragona have the most emotional stakes in the story. So each character obviously has a lot of fulfilling moments. And while Dragona is always trying to be logical, if Dragona sees something they want, they're just like, okay, so wait, hold on a sec, hold on. It's so fun. Each character has their own like flaws, and that's what makes them feel so real. Man, I analyzed the crap out of that. I was just like, hey yo, analysis. Nice. I want to see more Rohan in the future too. Who doesn't? Who doesn't want to see more Rohan? That's the real question. Who doesn't want to see more Rohan? Imagine not wanting to see more Rohan. What a horrible, horrible life that would be if there was no more Rohan Kishibe. It would be terrible. It would be terrible. Okay, let me get to this though. Chapter 7. We've almost been going for an hour, so we are pretty good, I think, when it comes to the stream. But again, I do want to open the floor to people to ask questions or whatever, so I'm going to send the link to the Discord in case anyone wants to send stuff in there. And you could also obviously continue the conversation in there. So let me do that real quick. I just recently made a voice chat in there called the JoJo Theory Hole. So for anyone who wants to speculate like crazy on what's going on in the story as well, you could just send it there and talk in there, which is pretty awesome. Kohlit CC, welcome to the stream, says, y'all better be staring respectfully at Jodio's bro. No, we're just doing like an analysis thing. And, oh, hold on. For some reason, it's not letting me. There we go. Yeah, we were just doing the family tree thing because people were mentioning like, oh, what part 8 and 7 characters do you think are going to pop up? And I was talking about how Joseph is already technically in the story. D3 Adventure says, gotta think about what burger to eat for lunch. Yeah, I definitely think you should shove some caviar into your burger. Like, I know McDonald's did like the land, sea, air burger. I think they did something like that. I guess this would be like what, the land and sea burger, caviar and miscellaneous burger. I will also say, before I eat anywhere into this, Usagi, we need to talk, bro. We need to talk. Cheese and pineapple on your burger, bro. Cheese and pineapple. Cheese and pineapple. Like, come on, man. I can't zoom in there. It's not letting me zoom in, but bro. Cheese and pineapple? You gotta be kidding me, bro. You can't do that. You can't. You can't do that. Alright, let me put the link to the Discord. They are in Hawaii, after all. Now, here's what's interesting about that. You say that's in Hawaii. I mean, that they're in Hawaii, which is true. But do you know what the Hawaiian pizza, the pineapple pizza, it wasn't made in Hawaii. It was made by a Canadian man, okay? That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say. I've had pineapple on a burger before and I regretted my decision. It's honestly, like I don't get it. I don't get it. At least on the pizza, it's like they're smaller pieces, but with the burger, it's just like a ring. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know about cheese and pineapple, but I feel like pineapple on a burger could go hard. No, see, pineapple on a burger could go hard. It could. You got to make it thinly sliced, right? Like a thin ring. Grill it so you get that caramelization because it has, you know, sugars because it's a fruit. There you go. There you go. But usually it's that big hunk of a ring, and it's just like, what are you doing right now, bro? What are you doing? Okay, hold on. Hold on, I'm seeing something. Meowbot saying, do you know the Big Kahuna Burger from Pulp Fiction? I do. The bar I frequent remade that, and it has pineapple on it as well. And it's absolutely delicious. I think when it's done right, it's really good. Well, I mean, you there you go. You literally threw in the paperwork, and you were like, there, take that, you know? McDonald's gave me food poisoning too much. And that burger reminds me of Carl's Jr. Hardee's burger. I haven't been there in a year. Not a year, like years. I don't know which one's on the East Coast. I know they're the same thing. But I remember I went once and they were very, like, salty. I don't know how to describe it. It's very salty food. Shout out to Canadians. I was expecting Usagi to be Diavolo and for JoJo's dad to show up. What a disappointment. Yeah, chapter 7, we're gonna have all these crazy reveals, like, immediately. I feel like that was one of the things for the traitor argument I heard people saying. That I just did not understand. For some reason my thumb is feeling really weird right now. And this is coming from me, someone who hates pineapple in general. Okay, that's kind of crazy, bro. Hating pineapple? That's an S tier fruit. Actually, I just recently did this. So I guess now it's just become a food stream as usual. Let me see if I can find it. Can I find the photo? Let me see. I'm just scrolling through something real quick. Because I recently did, like, you know, I was relatively bored. So we were doing, like, tier lists. Because I was like, why not? I'm editing something. Might as well do that in the meantime. Let me see if I can find this. Okay. Scrolling through. Oh, is it here? It's here. Alright. So I did a fruit tier list, right? Now, no way you made another tier list for Oh my god. Pineapple on a burger is good, but you need good teriyaki sauce with it. That sounds like it could bust, I'm gonna be honest. Pineapple is literally the best food. I can't think of anything better, genuinely. Hey, the best food. Forget fruit. Food. You know the enzymes of pineapple are trying to digest you as you digest it? It's literally a war being fought in your body every time you consume a pineapple. What a Chad fruit. Hey, that's why it's S tier. That's why it's S tier. But yeah, let me copy the link for the Discord. Feel free to join if you are so inclined. And obviously, as I said, you are able to continue talking about the craziness that is Usagi's Burger Adventures. That I might just call the Usagi Burger video that. Usagi's Burger Adventures. Alright, let me just hide this. What? I add this real quick. There you go. And let me pin that if possible. I know one burger franchise north of Seattle called Katsu Burger. They have a massive stacked burger called the Mount Fuji Burger. Got to take you there in the future. Hey, If I'm ever in the area, Seattle seems like a pretty awesome place. If I'm ever in the area, I will definitely, you know, I'm definitely going to look into that. That sounds crazy. Mango is SS. Hey, it is though. That's why it's in the pinnacle. All right, let me see if this works. Boom. Look at that. We're back. All right. All right, so this is my fruit tier list. Now, I think this S tier here is the one. The S tier is it. You can't convince me that the S tier isn't S tier. You can't. You can't. I think Usagi will end up humanizing it. I love how we're still talking about JoJo, and then this is on the screen. I think Usagi will end up humanizing everyone. Paco cried from his return, and Dragona has his full trust. Jodio is the only one left. That's a great point. That's a great point, Parkour and Prankster. But the traitor agenda. The traitor agenda is still so possible, which is crazy. Gotta head out for work now, and possibly karaoke after the shift. Let's go. So gotta head out. It's been fun. Also, your tier list is almost 100%, but watermelon's gotta go up. I just don't like it. The seeds, I don't like the seeds at all. The seeds are a huge no for me. But you're valid. You're valid. I just hope you don't put mustard on your watermelon, because then we gotta get out of here. You know, that's a big no for me. I think date is C tier, passion fruit too. Yeah, that's why, like I said, there's a big I've never had this tier. Big never had this tier. At least from what I'm aware. Let me see though. Well, I can't switch the tab, but I'll leave this up for a bit because I think this is good. This is good to have. Alright, let me pin this. Pin message. There we go. No, Kev, you're valid. Alright, gotta go now. Well, I appreciate you for stopping by. But yeah, this is my tier list. I think I cooked. You know what I mean? I think this was the one. I think this is the one. We also did fast food, meats, vegetables, and I think the vegetable one also I'm spitting. I think I'm spitting on the vegetable one as well. So I'm going to put that as well. Is it the fruits themselves or anything you made using the flavor / its flavor? Yeah. Yeah, it's like a mix of both. Because, like, would I eat a lemon? No. But there's, like, too many lemon things that are good. So it's like a mix of both, Moog. It's like a mix. I'm shocked you never had a plum or pomegranate. Plum is a nice C tier, and pomegranate is easily S tier. Now that's one I did want to try because, you know, as a young child, I was a nerd, right? I was a pretty big mythology nerd. So what I would do is, you know, I would hear all the time about the pomegranate, you know, like the Hades and Persephone thing. I'm like, oh, that sounds cool, but I've never tried it. Never tried it. Yeah, but that's one. And they have like those drinks too, the palm drinks. I think I wanted to try one of those when I was younger, but I don't know if I ever did. I might move lychee up a tier looking at this. Lychee's pretty fire. Especially like my friend used to work at like a bubble tea place, and they would have these lychee like bubble pop whatevers. They got me through a lot of finals in college. A lot. They were very good. They got lychee lemonade thing. Pretty great. Asian pears are super goated too. It's just a sweeter and taut pear. I used to buy them all the time. Yeah, I've never tried them. I never tried them. Cherry in D is nuts, especially if it's cherry flavored stuff as well. Yeah, that's the thing. I just don't like cherry flavor. I just don't like it. I like black cherry, like, slightly, but normal cherry, it's just no. Like, it's just a big no for me, though. Big no for me, though. I just think, you know, what the, okay, I don't know what that was. Yeah, cherry's just a no for me, dog. I don't know. I don't like the seeds, like I said, so that's another reason it's right there with watermelon, the seed being in it. I don't like the strength of the flavor, the fact it's always like a medicine flavor, at least in my opinion. Cherry fell off. Cherry fell off. You're cooking. You know what? It's not letting me. It's not letting me speak the truth, but cherry fell off. You're cooking. You're cooking. D3 Adventures says, blessed to have so many Asian markets close to me. So many fruits and vegetables to partake and enjoy. Facts. Facts. Like, back when I was in Pittsburgh, there was this one place, me and my one friend, we would go to whenever we would get, like, groceries or whatever. We would go there and then to, like, Aldi. It's called Lotus Food Company. If any of you somehow are in Pittsburgh or, you know, are relatively close by or whatever, or go there eventually, go to Lotus Food Company. That place was literally my lifeblood for senior year of college. That's where I would get almost all the groceries I would buy. Almost all of them. Highly, highly, highly recommend. Because that's when I started, like, you know, chefing it up relatively a bit more. Definitely check it out. Cherries are like 60% seed. Yeah, that's another reason. It's just like, what are you eating? A seed? It's like when people like eat sunflower seeds. I don't get it. I don't understand what you're doing here. Like, it's just weird. I don't know. Maybe I'm weird for that one. Maybe I'm weird. But I think I have a point. Alright, and now I'm gonna put up the vegetable one. Now the vegetable one. Now we're in a different conversation. Now it's interesting. There's a there's a plane flying over me right now. So I think the vegetable tier list. This is more intriguing. You know. This is a more intriguing list, I would say. I love how every stream turns into this. Every single stream turns into this. It's crazy. Every stream. So basically, my S tier is normal vegetables, and then like every single thing that tastes like broccoli. It's S tier. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, vegetable tier list, bro. Vegetable tier list. And yeah, you know what is relatively insane? They put tomato in the vegetable tier list when a tomato's a fruit. They don't know. They don't understand. They don't understand. Like, tomato is clearly an S tier fruit, but they put it in the vegetable, so it's an S tier vegetable. Nasty. Nasty. They don't know what they're doing. Oh yeah, by the way, for any members in the chat, remember, you know, this is like a duty. Whenever we read or cover Jojolands, you gotta talk about Dragona, you know, the best member of the group at this point, the best member, you know. I might do ones for Paco and Usagi. That would be fun as well. Definitely might have to hit up this amazing artist, which I will immediately check right now. Immediately. Let me shout them out real quick because okay, it's not letting me do the link because streamer mode's on or whatever, so it's not letting me do that, unfortunately, but I will send the link after. Next July, hopped into the stream, immediately asked, why are we ranking vegetables? Well, because Usagi here, or Usagi is quite a freak when it comes to food. Quite a freak. Just like that pilot, that helicopter pilot that is right over my house for some reason. Usagi says he gets the cheese pineapple burger at wherever this is. But then, what he did with the burgers was truly vile. It was vile. He said I put caviar in the burgers. Now, I'm not a fish guy. You know, I don't eat fish. I choose not to. But the fish egg burger, I don't know if that's gonna sell to like normal human beings. There's definitely gonna be some rich people who will be like, all right, you know what? It's rich, so I'll eat it. You know, because people are very vain and whatever. But this is just crazy. This is not the one here. This is not the one. You know, some JoJo YouTuber is definitely going to be like, all right, to get... No, not JoJo YouTuber. Imagine, you know, big up to my man binging with Babish and anime with Alvin. Imagine when this finally gets released. Finally, in the anime. When this gets released, they're like, what's up, everyone? Today we're going to make the caviar burger from the Jojolands. Now, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, wait. This isn't good binging with Babish content. Hello, everyone. Today, we're finally going to make the caviar burger from the Jojolands. Now, I'm really excited to see what this actually tastes like because I'm personally not entirely sure what this is going to be, you know? But Araki, he's very in tune with food and food culture. So, I think this is possible. Like, that could literally be what Babish says. Well, Alvin, but you get what I'm saying. Like, that channel, hopefully it's still kicking whenever this comes out, because obviously that channel's massive, and YouTube is, you know, more likely than not going to be relevant in a long time. But, yeah, if I see my guy Alvin cover the caviar burger, that'd be great. Next July says, I absolutely love this chapter. I think this made Usagi my favorite character even more. Believe it or not, I actually have eaten a burger with caviar. And believe it or not, it's actually pretty baller. Well, that's just confirmed it. People eat this. I can't believe it. Honestly, after the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs episode, I don't think they could get grosser. They did a Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs thing. Yeah, that movie is I used to really like that movie when I was a kid. And I still do, to be fair. But I remember there was this character in the movie, and he was like the mayor of the town. And he was like, oh, I want to be a big mayor. Like, I want to be a big guy, you know? And as the movie went on, he got, like, fatter and fatter and fatter. It was so nasty. It was like, why are you doing this to yourself? He's like, yeah, I want a hot dog with ice cream and some like whiz cheese. Like, who's eating this? Who is eating this and like enjoying their lives? I mean, you do you, obviously, but that dude, he was struggling. He was struggling. They stuffed a chicken with a pizza and covered it in chocolate. I might have to watch that. That sounds so vile. That sounds so vile. I don't know if we're watching it right now, obviously. But that sounds nasty. So, ooh, that's a good... Ooh. Yo. D3 Adventures, you just went up a tier. Like, if we're you know, how we were just talking about tier lists, D3 Adventures, you just went up a tier in my eyes, because you just mentioned one of the greatest things ever, the Batsu game. I've recently been back on a Gaki, you know, a downtown binge. I've been showing some of my friends downtown, and I was showing them the 24-hour tag one, and I'm just like, man, these guys are so funny. Like, I don't know how I found them originally. Like, I really have no idea. But it's crazy. Like, this Batsu game stuff, this is literally like YouTube before YouTube. It's wild, because they were doing it since like 1990 something, and they're still doing it. It's just like this. It's wild. It's wild. But yeah, shouts to Downtown. Definitely give those a watch. They're so funny. If you have like time to kill, give them a watch. Especially with friends. It's a super fun time. Super fun time. Let me see. some reason my internet's getting a bit wonky again. Alright, we should be good to go now. Extra Life says, alright, theory time. Alright. The cats are drawn to the wealthiest target. So what if the lava brings forth wealth, but also draws in natural dangers? This is assuming the cats aren't stands. Okay. Okay. I think the cats aren't stands, but they have a stand ability. Like the rat. We were talking about the rat earlier. That's definitely possible. You also brought up the Paco Portuguese thing. Hey, if that is eventually confirmed true, you know, all credit goes to you. All credit. I just thought that was just like a different way of writing a scream. Because Iraqi usually has very different scream sounds. Instead of like, ah, it's like, ooh, you know, like stuff like that. But yeah, I think that idea is interesting. That draws the wealthiest target, but also it's like, sure, you're going to get rich, but you're also going to be in danger. Like some sort of a Midas touch thing, you know? You're rich, but you can't really do anything at all. You know, that just makes sense. That just makes sense. So I like it. I'll be a big fan of that, if that's confirmed true. But, let's see. We've been live for an hour and 22 minutes. So I'm probably going to end it in just a bit because I really want to get ready for the stream tomorrow. Again, for all the people who do not know, we're going to be doing a charity stream tomorrow, as I said. And as... Let me see. Who mentioned it earlier? I can't find it. It's too far up. But anyway. Can't find it anyway. But someone brought it up earlier, and I think it was MB Trash. So shouts to them if they're still here. But for all the people who might not know, we're going to be doing a charity stream tomorrow for the people who are struggling in Maui right now. And for all the people who were, curious about what the topics are going to be, it's going to be a lot of JoJo, a lot of One Piece. Mostly it's going to be us chilling, talk to the chat, answering your guys' questions. And yes, there are going to be other people on the stream. It's not just myself. I'm not going to say who entirely because that would ruin the fun. But also, it's it's pretty much an open discussion thing. We just want to chill, good vibes for a good cause, pretty much. So that's the goal. There are going to be donation incentives as well. But again, I'm going to keep that hush-hush because obviously I'm trying to encourage people to donate to an actual good cause. And if me doing some insanity or reading something or watching something or whatever encourages people to donate, hey, there's no loss on my time, you know. Extra says, honestly, this has me excited for the potential, but what is the thing they can't handle? If it wasn't Rohan, but they just beat the cats, so what's something they can't handle that's approaching? That is true. It could be something more. Hopefully our contributions can ease the suffering, even if just a little. Yeah, I completely agree. I feel like, again, because Jojolands is obviously in Hawaii, this would be the perfect, through line to actually do my first charity stream, help some people who need help. Simple as that. So, yeah, gonna start getting ready for that, editing and, making the layouts and whatever. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing for a lot of the day. Hopefully, for any members of the channel, I will be putting up the review of the chapter, and for any non-members of the channel, I'm definitely going to make make a burger. I'm going to make a video about the burgers, because this is too funny. And I know I said in my last stream, like, oh, yeah, I'm probably going to make a video on the Usagi Trader thing. Yeah, that clearly isn't happening anymore. It could still be, and that'll probably be brought up in the burger video. Because that's just how it is. This could be, he still could be evil, guys. Like, come on. It's like copium. You just see, like, the what's it called? I don't know what it's called. The thing in hospitals where they hook you up to the air thing. But whatever. It could be that, obviously. But maybe I'm just hyper speculative right now. But yeah. That's going to be it for me. Expect Usagi's burger adventure tomorrow, or Usagi's Burger Adventure. Maybe even today. I feel like this wouldn't be that hard to talk about slash edit slash whatever, because it's this. It's literally this, you know? So, yeah. Also, for any JoJo people who are here, I am now really trying to get more into my JoJo bag. Like, really, I am. Because I've recently just started being more, not nostalgic for it, obviously. I love the series forever. But sort of like thinking, like, I've almost been a fan of this series for literally a decade, which is kind of crazy. Like, this was the first thing. This was the first thing I really got into that sort of turned me into a monster. So that's pretty awesome. So I thought about doing like a video like that for a while. So I've been going like slowly through the series again, and it's nice. It's really nice to see a lot of the way Araki writes it. It's fun. That sounds pretty vague. It's fun. But I have a lot of ideas for videos that are like not just Jojolands. So that's fun. That is fun. You know, talking about the series I enjoy, that's fun. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. We almost hit an hour and a half, but like I said, if any of you guys want to continue the discussion, join the Discord. You know what's up. It's going to be it for me, but I'll see you hopefully tomorrow for the charity stream. If you could consider sharing it around, you could go to the accursed website that is twitter.com, that is no longer twitter.com. Check it out there. But yeah, that'll be it for me. Take care, have a good one, and don't eat this burger, because this burger